Unless you're a total ghoul, you probably get at least a little bit excited about Halloween. Dressing up in elaborate Halloween costumes, eating a truly ill-advised amount of candy, carving a pumpkin, and then praying the squirrels don't eat it before the trick-or-treaters come. What's not to like? But some people take it too far with Halloween costumes, and you won't believe these 15 Halloween costumes really exist. So let's get into it. Number 1, a Holocaust victim. As hard as it is to believe, more than one celebrity has been criticized for dressing up as a Nazi for Halloween. Dressing up as a Holocaust victim is just as bad. Several retailers have previously come under fire for selling an Anne Frank costume for little girls. Many places pulled it off the shelves after customers complained, but others still offer similar looks as World War II evacuee girl or child's 1940s girl costume. The Holocaust is a painful historical event, not costume party fodder. So when people use it as a costume, it leaves people in disbelief and many offended. Number 2, anything involving blackface. Wearing blackface is hurtful because it was and is used to create a caricature of Black Americans, exaggerating the black form and reinforcing racist perceptions. Historically, it has been used to perpetuate the fallacy that Black people are inferior to white people. Starting in the 1800s, white American actors performing in minstrel shows would rub their faces with shoe polish or grease paint to impersonate and act out racist stereotypes of Black people. Blackface is never okay. Never, ever. Not under any circumstances. But while the offensive practice includes literally painting your face a shade other than your natural skin tone, it also goes deeper than that. Dressing up in outfits that reinforce racist stereotypes also counts as blackface. For example, if you identify as a white person, avoid stereotyping any other cultures that aren't yours, even if you intend to pay homage to a specific person. Yet people still do it on Halloween. Some people just never learn. Number 3, transphobic costumes. Believe it or not, some costumes make fun of marginalized groups of people. Take this tranny granny costume for example. It got pulled from Walmart shelves after consumers pointed out that not only did it make a joke out of transgendered women, it also uses a transphobic slur right in the name. Dressing up as a gender presentation other than your own is not funny, especially when trans rights are under fire around the globe. Number 4, the COVID-19 pandemic. A pandemic that has killed millions of people around the globe is not a good idea for a costume. It's a horrible tragedy that has significantly impacted many people's lives. Resist the urge to dress up in a medical hazard suit, anything resembling a virus, or as a victim of the virus itself. This is where specificity matters. Generic doctor and nurse costumes are fine. Specific get-ups that reference the pandemic in particular, not so much. But some people just like to see the world burn, and ever since the COVID-19 pandemic, suits such as these have been in high demand for Halloween, but hopefully this one will be different. Number 5, body shaming and objectifying costumes. When it comes to disrespecting women, this costume gets it wrong on several levels. It not only reduces women to sex objects, but it turns a woman's weight into a joke. Think about it this way. If you wouldn't say it to a friend's face, don't wear it as a Halloween costume. Outfits that make fun of people's size, objectify human beings, or otherwise make light of a person's lived experience are all insensitive. Halloween costumes should not be used for bullying, but rather for fun. And this costume is all about bullying people on the plus side. Number 6, cultural stereotypes. When someone dresses up as a member of a culture that isn't their own, particularly in an exaggerated or humorous way, it comes off as cultural appropriation, or an offensive jab at other cultures. If you or your child intend to pay homage to a beloved Disney character, take care to dress with sensitivity. Focus on costuming linked to a specific character, not general looks that have particular meaning to often marginalized groups of people. Skip the sombrero and poncho combo, Native American headdresses, kimonos, and grass skirts with a coconut top. In 2014, Ellie Goulding chose the same culturally insensitive yet somehow still popular costume and posted a snapshot to Instagram. She deleted the post after comments scolded her for the look. Number 7, a terrorist. Do we even have to say this? Dressing up as Osama bin Laden, Dylan Roof, or even a generic member of ISIS are all in extremely poor taste. This falls under the same heading as making light of tragedies. But it doesn't just stop there. People even go a step too far and dress up as Satan or Hitler. The costumes are hardly accepted in good taste. There have even been incidents of people dressing up as 9/11 planes. Number 8. Zombie versions of deceased celebrities. We get it. You want to pay tribute to one of your dearly departed faves. Go wild with your best Ziggy Stardust or Purple Rain homage, or even an Amy Winehouse bouffant. But don't, we repeat, do not add zombie makeup. It's always too soon to wear anything reminiscent of someone's corpse, period. Number 9. An eating disorder. A few years ago, an online store took some heat for releasing a costume called anorexia. The incredibly poor taste outfit included a skeleton dress with a mesmerizing tape belt to cinch the waist. Not only is it a truly terrible pun, it also trivializes eating disorders. Number 10. Animal cruelty. Remember that dentist who slaughtered Cecil the lion and this terrible costume that resulted? Yeah, don't go there. Also off the table, costumes that involve animal shelters and euthanasia, hunting getups with graphic accessories, or any that you wouldn't want your children to come across while out there collecting candy. Number 11. A mentally ill person. Sometimes offensive stereotypes creep into our speech before we even realize it. How often have many of us called a difficult person crazy, without thinking about how the term might feel to someone living with mental illness? Halloween costumes that make light of mental institutions fall under the same category. Wearing a straitjacket or any other equipment typically associated with the institutionalization of people with mental illness trivializes that experience. Incidents of costumes such as the electric chair have also been reported. These are sensitive matters and should be dealt with as such. Number 12. Sexual harassment. Many people dress up as rapists and even child abusers, which is not cool at all. The Me Too movement should have clued us all into how unfunny sexual harassment jokes really are, but it bears repeating. Someone exposing themselves to non-consenting viewers isn't just an unfortunate accident. It's a very real and traumatic form of sexual harassment. These kinds of costumes are not only offensive, they may trigger those who have dealt with harassment themselves. Don't risk it. Number 13. A homeless person. For decades, dressing up as a hobo was considered a harmless outfit. But there are millions of people in the world that do not have a home and have to live on the roads without any shelter. It is a different life and it's a lived reality for many, not a cute outfit idea. So do not go for this kind of outfit this coming Halloween. Number 14. A national tragedy. Remember those two people who dressed up as the Twin Towers after 9/11? That's in pretty poor taste. The same principle also applies to the Boston Marathon bombing, any and all mass shootings, the storming of the Capitol building, and the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. This year in particular, making light of tragedy isn't funny. A new trend has started emerging where people have started being dressed up as school shooters. Number 15. The Black Lives Matter movement. The racial justice reckoning in the world is growing ever powerful. But that doesn't mean that you should turn it into a Halloween costume. Even in tribute to those doing the work, wearing a slogan t-shirt to a protest, vigil, or just around town is one thing. But don't try and turn the fight for racial equality into a current events themed outfit for your Halloween gathering. That's tokenism, not solidarity. So which of these costumes surprised you the most? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons if you enjoyed. See you guys next time.